So it's our second week open here at the Family Flips brand new store, and the last couple of vlogs we kind of told you guys a little bit about what kind of problems we ran into, and let me just tell you, I had every intention of vlogging even more, but I got so wrapped up in all the problems I was really not able to give a really clear picture. I could barely keep all my thoughts straight in my own head, much less express them to you guys. But I want to give you an update. I want to show you guys what's going on, and then all the new sets of things that we're having to deal with. But all good problems to have, because it's a sign of growth, and it's a sign of new things that need to be solved. So one thing I wanted to show you guys is the banner. Ta-da! So I went ahead and got some quotes from some places that could do signs like that, but it was really difficult because the type of sign that we would need and in the size that we would need would be somewhere around $700-800, which for a small family-owned business who is accruing all of the costs to even just move the building and hire staff, it just really wasn't in our budget. But we did manage to order a banner, and I think it's gonna work for now. But I cannot wait to give you guys a tour of the new store and give you an update on what's going on with us. Come on.
Hello, I'm Joe.
And I'm Jessica.
Years back, we set out to find a lifestyle that allowed us to live comfortably, homeschool our 3 children, and make a life and legacy we would be proud of.
Reselling liquidated goods both online and locally through our bin store was the vehicle that allowed us to do just that.
It's hard work, it's constantly changing, but we wouldn't trade it for the world.
Here's the story of how our small business runs in the midst of all the challenges life throws at us.
As always, thank you for stopping by, and come on in.
Knock on the door. She at the back, bro. All I really take is a little taste. Island girl, blue eyes with a little bass. Here for the thrill, I don't need a chaser. Wanna vibe at the getaway. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, I got the semi-four way. Don't step out the line like this a probate. You hit the line and try to locate. This for the time, got time for no day. One, too many, I'm going. Too crazy, and I got bad ones and they ready. A good time, so now it's in the whip, we left that. Can't remember anything, but I know we got lit. Good times, live in the moment, feel like summertime. Obsessed with nature, not a world mine. The room is spinning, but I feel fine. Oh my. Chandelier, limousines. Really think I'm seeing things. Read the line in mid-between. Yellow light, I gotta speed up. Get home to a cold shower. Need that pronto. Look like a rave at the condo. Heck of a night in Toronto. She said, boy, you in Morocco. Pearl white mention in the top gold. Fill up my cup.
So there are a couple things that may have changed a little bit from the last couple of vlogs. So if you think about the vlog that we posted a little while back, one of the first ones, I did show you kind of like that floor plan of what we were expecting to do. Obviously things are not exactly the same. We changed the bins around so we could add more space, and right now you're catching us on a Wednesday, which is $2 day, which means that a lot of those bins have been emptied. But the benefit of that, and something that we'll talk about a little bit later, is that we can restock and start that, today, and then, tomorrow, which is Thursday, it's technically our restock day, but we're open until 2 p.m. So it's a lot less work that has to be done between 2 and 7, which is when our restock team is here. So, we're trying to change some things, make things a little bit more efficient. We do want to be open more days, but how can we do that and still get the stuff that we need to get done with the people that we have? A couple of things that we did end up solving the problems for. One is that sign that was on the outside. I hope y'all like that. I think it was good. I think it's a good fix. It can be seen from the road, which was my main concern, is I wanted people to be able to see it from the main road. And then secondly, I learned that instead of one giant banner, I ended up doing small posters. Well, not small, they're really not that small, but posters for each day. That way, if we change one day, if we find out that we're selling something for too much money on one day, or if we're not charging enough one day, that we wouldn't have to replace the entire banner. We could just replace that one poster. Just something that I did for flexibility. A lot of the other banners were able to be reused, and then I actually have some new banners coming in now that we've been open for a week. I see what the needs are. I didn't want to get too spend happy and just start getting a whole bunch of posters and banners that maybe we wouldn't end up needing, but now I see this is where these items are going to stay. I wanted to have a sign that had for like our retail wall. I would like to have clothing. I'd like to have instructions for how to use the testing station. Because let's just face it, when we were a lot smaller, it was a lot easier to track each person that came in and made sure that they understood everything. Well, now it's getting to a point where we have a line outside the door 3 to 4 days a week. And if that is the case, it's going to be really difficult for us to make sure that every single person knows everything about the store. So just on the off chance, we're still going to try to make contact with every single person, because they're all very, very important. They keep this place running. But just in case we do not get the chance, that they don't have to track one of us down, that there will be a sign that kind of says, hey, this is what's available to you. This is what this testing station is for. Here's what we have. We have batteries behind the counter, so on and so forth. And it should be really, really, really helpful. So that's something that we're doing. Now, in terms of painting, I know we talked about painting those ugly brown poopy walls. But that didn't happen. We actually didn't get any bites for painters who were willing to exchange for goods. So we did get in a Home Depot pallet a spray painter, those spray guns for paint. We just have not gotten around to being able to paint it. We ran out of time. So these ugly brown walls are still brown. Can you see that? Brown. And then over in this other area where the other bathrooms are, still brown. However, one thing I did need to do is, one thing I've learned about myself is I'm a very aesthetic person, and this office area was not conducive to me being able to focus. There was always something that needed to be done. So Joe, being the lovely, loving husband that I am, who loves me for who I am, he actually painted these walls. These are the same colors as our counters, our cash out counters, our cashier stations that are up front that Joe had built, which I'm so proud of him for, y'all. Like, he always says he doesn't cut straight and that he doesn't build things, but honestly, he's amazing. He has done a great job. So he did paint me an accent wall in this dark blue, and then the lighter colors, which are the colors of the tabletops in the cashier counter, he painted all of that for me. And then we had some shelving over here, but the shelves were really, really small. So he pulled them out, reused the brackets, and added some more support beams. And he made a long desk here, which Whitney and Krista, which is our management team, and then Joe can use. And then I've got myself a lovely creation station. So, this desk he built. I put the contact paper on and painted it, but he actually built this, which honestly is so amazing. And I love it. I think it's the best office space that I've ever had. And yeah, I'm really, really excited about it. So moving on up, doing great things. And now I actually have like a really great creative place to be able to do these things. And get back into the vlogging, and I don't know, it's a good feeling. And as for the front of house, I mean, it's looking amazing. There's still so much to be done, but it is usable. We do have quite a bit of bins. We actually have space to add one more row of bins, so the next phase of growth would be to do that. Super stoked, super excited, and can't wait to keep growing.
What are you doing, Desi? You better not go out there. Yeah. So we brought Desi to work today because he is not used to being at home by himself as much as he has been, and he has started destroying the house, like everything, the house, everything. So he's up here today. I think he's worse than the kids. Desi, no, you can't go up there to see the customers. No, sir. No. No. And all he wants to do is go see the customers. But it is finally starting to take shape around here. There's still a whole lot left to do, but we're starting to get organized with everything. Over here we got the back door, the bay door, not the back door, but all of this is our bin item stuff that's going to be going in the bins this next week. This is kind of like our staging area as we process pallets, Target pallets, Home Depot pallets. I say process because we go through them. We sort out the clothes that are over there. We sort out all the larger items that are going to go on the wall. And then we put all the bin items that we have are going to be over there. And we've got more coming in today. I've got another 12 pallets of stuff coming in today. That will be going here and a little bit everywhere. And then this is the office over here, which I'm super excited about. And then you see this big old mass of stuff. A lot of this is stuff that we have accumulated the last couple of years. It's like personal stuff. You see bed stuff. There's clothes, bags of kids' clothes and old kids' toys there. That's the next project now that we've got all of this stuff over here. This is all of our Target case pack stuff that we got it in, and it was very disorganized. It was just kind of everywhere on different pallets. But we finally got it organized. Krista helped me doing that. Tanya got it started. I kind of picked up, and then Krista finished it today. But it gives us an idea of what all we have. And this probably will not house, like once all of this stuff is out of these warehouse shelves, I don't know what we're gonna do with it, with these shelves, but it's there for now. And then Krista and Tanya are going through and they're getting all of the clothing ready for restock tomorrow. So we've started hanging everything up on hangers that can be hung, and we're putting a lot more out. But part of getting ready for restock is we don't just hang all the clothes on restock day. It actually starts like a week in advance. So now what's going on is we are going through and getting all of the clothes sorted, organized, like pants, ladies, long sleeve shirts, and so forth. The thing that we are starting to do is a lot of our front of house team is they do all the hanging of the clothes, and they're going to start organizing the clothes as they hang them, much like this one here. So it's got the pants, short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts. So that way all we have to do is just take it off of here and put it on the longer racks that you saw a little bit ago. And then these right here, we got all of our online inventory. We've got our processing stations. We've got our listing station over here. This is where we'll bring like a pallet to Target or a pallet to Home Depot, and we'll use a table. We'll take off labels. We'll inspect it, test it, do all that stuff, and then figure out if it's going to go on the wall or if it's going to go in the bins. And that's kind of what this stuff is. This is all kind of like powered yard tools. This is stuff that's going to go in the bins. But it's a lot more organized. It's not all the way there yet, but it's a start.
I hope you enjoyed the tour of our store. What do you say, Desi? Say until next time.